Last little bit now into the finish line. Last few turns, and then we're in.
When you put your hand in my jacket, I'm thinking so irrational. You flew me international now. We can spend hours reading the signals, but that's so unoriginal. What if we took this back to my house? Under all these lights.
Yo, welcome back to Raddysetgo, where we do parkruns to marathons. I'm at a new parkrun today, Parkrun Tourism Day. We're at Beacon Parkrun in Lichfield. It's a nice morning, and it's quite a nice little county park by the looks of it so far. Weather, obviously, I think it was raining last night, so you still got a little bit of wetness on the track. Overall, you can just see the cathedral in the background, and it's an absolutely lovely day for it. So, just see the toilets over there. It's got a little bit of a playground to the left here, so I'll show you all that. I think I've got a little duck feeder. I'll have to check what that is out afterwards. But yeah, so it's 20 to 9 now. There's a lot of marshals on this one, so I don't think they'll be asking for many marshals on the pages today, because they've got loads. So whether it needs loads or just everyone's out and wants to do it, so we have to wait and see. But overall, lovely morning, good to get out, and yeah, good.
If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know here.
So, unfortunately, not unfortunately, I did my 50th one last week. Not last week, yeah, last week. I did my 50th one last week. I didn't think I'll be doing one this week, so I didn't bring my red 50 t-shirt, which is unfortunate. Good way to do the 51st one. I think we're just waiting out on the marshals to do the first time through, so we'll see if we can hop on that. So I think that's going to happen very, very soon. So I read about this course online, so I think it's 2 laps. But I'm not sure what the terrain is, whether it's going to be muddy or it's going to be like trail track. So I'm unsure of what the route is yet. So hopefully the first time is going to happen soon. Just under 10.2 now, or just over 10.2, sorry. So hopefully we get on that, and we see what the crack is. But it's a gorgeous morning for it. You've got the golf, you've got an actual golf course, mini golf course, and a big playground.
If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready.
Is there any more first timers? Any more tourists to Beacon this morning? Parkrun, I'm Philip. I'm just going to run through just a few bits and pieces about the course. If there is any questions, feel free to ask them. You can stay behind at the end or shout them out, I don't really mind. Do we have many first timers, first ever Parkrun hits this morning? Lovely, lovely. Welcome. Tourists, anyone come far today?
Worcester,
welcome. Wolvo, Gloucester, welcome. I hope you all enjoy the park this morning. Okay, so Parkrun's not a race. You are free to run, walk, jog, skip if you wish. We have our tail walkers at the back, so nobody comes last. So please enjoy the park and have a great run. The course today at Beacon is a 2-lap course. We're going to start over on the path just over there. We're going to head down and along the stream round the kids' park. We'll go across the bridge in the far corner and we'll head out to the rose garden. We're going to run round the outside of the rose garden and round the tennis courts. Just over in that direction you'll go up Bunkers Hill. And you're going to come round the back of the skate park, all the way round the back of the golf course, and back down past Morrison's in this corner, and back to the start line. You do have to go again, I'm afraid. No cheating, no coming down the finish line, 2 laps. Bunkers Hill on the second lap, it is only a small hill, but it does get you, be warned. On the second lap round, when we get to the tree and the start line here, It's straight through the cones and into the finish area. After you've finished, the cafe in the corner will be open. A lot of the volunteers go over to there to have a coffee in the morning. You're more than welcome to join anybody there. There's lots of volunteers this morning. We have got a takeover from a local club, so please thank them. There some of them are at the back. Please thank them as you go round. It does take a lot of marshals to put on a course so that everybody can run. If you do want to volunteer, speak to one of the core team or the run director about volunteering. It is really fun.
So there we go, first 100 brief done. And the crowds have gathered actually. So I think this is it really looks like a popular one so far. So it looks like it's 2 laps and there's a little bit of a hill in the far distance, but we're not going to go all out today. I've not been running all week. I've been nursing a little injury on the groin from football earlier in the week. So we're going to take it easy this week because 1, we don't know where we're going, and 2, I don't want to overdo myself. So we're going to stay mid-pack and we'll see how it goes from there. But the crowds have gathered and it should be a really good park run. So the watch is ready, just on the outside of the pack. Loads of crowds here today. So it's a really good turnout and a really good morning for it. Yeah, GPS is in on the watch. We've got about 2 minutes to go until the run director sets us off on the park run for today. Yeah, really good vibe. Everyone's quite happy around here. So yeah, there's a really good happy vibe by being here. And yeah, so should be a really good run today. So yeah.
If I told you I was ready like this,
Thank you so much. Right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Parkrun. I won't say what run number it is. I haven't had a chance to even look at that this morning. So we have a lovely couple of things and thank yous to say this morning. So first big thank you is to This Girl Run, because they've provided just a bumper crop of volunteers today. There are loads of them, which is brilliant. Huge thank you. They have pom-poms as you go round, so I'm sure there'll be lots of cheering on, so get ready for that. The other thing to mention is we're doing a lot more, Parkrun is doing a lot more around park walking. Super important, you know, not everyone wants to run Parkrun. We have lovely park walkers, which is Paul and Rachel just down there. We really want to keep that going and get more people park walking. It's super important. You know, it's a great way to just get out and just have a bit of a social. So, yes, anyone wants to do that? Anyone knows anyone that wants to give a join and volunteer or whatever, just let us know. I only have one milestone for this morning, which is Joe Williams, 50 Parkruns today, I believe. Huge round of applause again for the volunteers this morning. In a 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Well done. So just head off the start. Quite congested, quite narrow on the paths. Just under half a mile in now, going around the gardens. But a very scenic one. In-house scenic run. It's very congested at the start, and if you're not at the front then you're stuck behind people. That's the only negative about this one, but apart from that it is a gorgeous little park run so far. So we're not even half a mile in, I'm loving it. a few boot camps out this morning. You got boot camps, you got the netball, you got the football. Everything's going on this morning. So, a bit of a change of terrain. When obviously this county park track. So it's not concrete, it's not mud, so it's kind of like a off track, and then we're about to go straight back onto some tarmac, which is good. So then it looks like a little bit of a downhill, but yeah, still quite narrow on the roads. So you're just about 2 person wide. So like I said, if you haven't got a good start, then you really need to push around them open sections to get around people. One more down. Still on this very narrow path. I'm about to head over a little bridge. Loads of volunteers out today. Really good to see. I think there's a group of them out today supporting the local charity, which is fantastic. Just on a narrow path, heading to Ram before the first lap, and yeah, getting a bit of a sweat on now. Actually, I wish I bought my 50 t-shirt. Could have took this hoodie off onto mile 2. So that's lap number 1 done in 11.5 minutes. So nice cruising all the way around, going past the park. Yeah, going past the park now, and yeah, feeling good. A little bit hot, but that's my fault. The playground's very open. Nice to see the cathedral in the background as well. That's a lovely backdrop. And running past the cafe, which hopefully we should get a drink in afterwards. Overall so far it's quite narrow but very flat. There wasn't really any hills in this one, so PB1 possibly if you get to the front, but very windy and very narrow, so you've got to bear that in mind.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So mile number 2 down, just exited the gardens and go past the netball pitches, back onto like the big playing field now, ready for that long country track down the back straight. Did that one in 7:15, spread up a little bit on that one, felt good, and I knew where I was going. There's a little bit more space now on the second lap to concentrate on overtaking, so lots more space, and yeah, really good vibe. There's a few buggies in front of me, so well done on them and getting it round. We're almost in already, time's flying.
Thank you. Thank you.
Less than half a mile to go now. and we're just going over the bridge for the second time on this back gravel path. It's really quite hard to overtake when you've got a group of you, so you've got to bear that in mind on this back straight, but it's flat, so you've got to take the pros and the cons. I just realised there is a ultimate frisbee thing as well on the golf course. I think that's football as well, so it's got everything. Last little bit now into the finish line, last few turns, and then we're in. So yeah, still nice and flat. You can see people pushing towards the finish line now, giving it last little bit of effort, and then we're in. We can see it. We can see the banners. Let's go.
Cheers, buddy.
Woo! And that is Beacon Parkrun complete with a time of 22 minutes and 28 seconds, which is decent considering I don't know the course. I just come back from a slight little niggle and become 22nd as well. So yeah, really good time. Very hot though. That is my fault. It's become humid straight away about half a mile in, so that is my fault. But sweating means we're working, doesn't it? So we've got to let's scan these in, because we do not want to take these away, because I don't want to get told off. And then yeah, we'll chill out and I'll give you a course debrief. Let's go. Yep.
Okay,
Cheers, buddy.
Handed in the tokens. 22nd place with a time of 22:28, which I'm happy with. Still got some park runners and park walkers coming past on the second lap, so keep going to everyone on there. Yeah, just heading down towards the cafe now. I'm going to check that out. But yeah, overall, I like the course. Just that if you have to go for a little bit of an effort, make sure you get to the front. I don't think anyone lapped. Yeah, I don't remember anyone lapping me, so that's good if you're a front runner. I'll tell you what this park run is good for, like community. If you just want to chill out, jog round, chat to your friends, which is what park run is all about, this is the park run to come to. You're very obviously congested, which means you have to obviously communicate with people. So for confidence, for first park runners and just getting a few underneath your belt, this is the one. And if you bring your kids as well, it's got everything you ever needed.
Are you alright?
So hot chocolate in the bag, £2.60 for a small one. So hopefully it's as good as it looks. And they had little what is it? The Bueno hippos. Obviously, Addie would have loved them Bueno hippos. Obviously, she's on her travels again. She needs to come back soon because she just does. But yeah, I'll give you a course debrief. So, what was the course like? Did like the course. The backdrop of the cathedral and going through the gardens, absolutely lovely, and it's good to see the community as well. Obviously, you had the netball, you had the boot camp classes, the football going on. You've got obviously all the activities in the background that people are just heading on to now. So really love to see that. The cafe as well. So it's got everything you need at a park run. The only negative is if you're starting obviously anything rather than the front, then you are going to get caught up in the crowds, but that's not what parkrun is about. Parkrun is not a race, and it was a lovely vibe to be in. I had a few people yeah, that's the one, Bob. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. But majority of us, we were here for the vibe, and the vibes were good today. We had the charities out, so we had loads of marshals which were supporting all the way through the course. So, and I knew exactly, although it was a windy course and multiple terrain course, I knew exactly where I was going the whole time. So it's nicely marked out with cones and marshals throughout the course. So I absolutely loved that. And we got the hot chocolate here, so hopefully it's as good as it looks, because it looks banging. Here goes. Oh. Facts, facts, facts. We found the fact board. So we are in the Museum Gardens and Beacon Park is where the Parkrun is at today. So dating back to the 1800s, Beacon Park is set in more than 70 acres of gardens and open space. In 2010 and 2011 it had an overhaul with the National Lottery Fund, and it had a complete refurb. So it's obviously got the golf course, it's got ultimate frisbee, it's got football golf, it's got the football fields, the playground, the tennis courts, the volleyball courts. So everything you needed is at this Parkrun. And just a little bit more history. So the museum's gardens were created as an informal park in the 1800s, and the land was once part of the Minster Pool, which until it was built was part of Bird Street, which is the street up the road. So there is a statue of Commander Smith, who, if you didn't know, was the commander of the Titanic when it sank in 1912. And there's a big bronze statue of him just in the gardens over there, so we're going to have a take a look at that in a second. But the reason why it's here is because it was built for a stop-off point between London and Liverpool, and it was obviously considered a convenient place for stopping off, so tourists could come here. And the statue was funded by the National Subscriptions, and it was unveiled in 1914, so it stood the test of time really well. And that concludes Beacon Parkrun, and what a lovely, lovely day for it to be on. The sun's just coming out now, and it's a really good vibe throughout. So I want to thank you, the race director, and I want to thank you all the volunteers for being out today. You were very shouty, very supportive, and we absolutely loved every step of the way. Just a quick question. The merch, right? We've been asking a little bit about the merch, right? Would anyone be interested if we made any merch? But put down in the comments if we made like a little hat or whatever, if you'd be interested for something like that. But yeah, who knows? If you do love this sort of content, smash that subscribe button down below, give us a like. Until next time, be kind, be happy, run well, and we'll see you in the next vlog, guys. Keep going. Whoa!